Coach Davis, your thoughts on tonight's big rivalry win over Chester?
Great game, man. First of all, hats off to Coach Floyd and his team, man. It's a good football team, tough, hard-nosed football team. They fly around, they hit on defense. I mean, we were just able to come away with a couple plays that was able to give us a chance to pull away.
And just like we talked about that win over Newberry, what does this rivalry win mean to your program and your program moving forward?
Well, all wins are important. I mean, but at the end of the day, our goal is to go 1-0 each week. You know, I've been listening to Coach Berry at South Carolina State on a lot of stuff that he preached to his guys. And I'll be honest, we try to go 1-0, and we try to chop wood and carry water, some of the things, you know, that I've picked up from him. And that's kind of like what we do.
And your defense did a great job tonight stopping a pretty strong Chester attack. They have some real guys that look like maybe they could play in college, like, you know, Zay Feaster, Caleb Feaster. I saw Zeke Evans, and certainly Trooper Floyd at quarterback had some strong running. How would you say your defense prepared this week and executed, and who are some of your top guys you really liked on defense tonight?
One thing that Chester's always going to have are those little slot receivers that it's hard to see them. It's hard to tackle them. You know, they're big up front this year than they've been. And I mean, you talk about Trooper. I mean, Trooper's been one of the better quarterbacks in the state for the past couple of years. So anytime you get a chance to beat that crowd, this is the first time we beat this crowd since 2021. I mean, they beat us 3 games in a row. So anytime you get an opportunity to beat that crowd, I mean, it's a big win.
Against Newberry, you talked a lot about momentum heading right into halftime, just a one little score or whatever. You didn't finish with the touchdown, but Martinez got you all that field goal up 9-6. How did that help, and what was your message going into the second half?
Well, that's our plan. We like to get a score right there before the half in hopes that we're going to get the ball back after the half. Now, we didn't quite execute the plan because we didn't score on the first drive of the second half. But those points right there, right before half, really was the tell of the tape for a while before Todd Aaron was able to bust a couple runs.
And how would you say we saw a lot of action from Jalen Squirrell against Newberry, and tonight another contested catch, which had fans here at E. Clay McClendon really on their feet. Tell me about that big catch from Squirrell, and how did that build momentum?
Well, now, first of all, Lee, we got to tell you his name, Squawwell. We got to say it right now because all his family members going to want to show we do it right. So Squawwell is his name, and Jalen's a big player. Jalen made a big play right there in
second half.
And that's the same play he made against Newberry.
Yeah,
that catch right there actually was for a touchdown versus Newberry, but that play right there, right before half, was the play that gave us the momentum to get those 3 points right before half.
And Coach, me and you both have seen Tydeon Greer and the insane things he's been doing on the field this year, and we just talked right before I came over here and met with you, and I just don't know why he hasn't had an offer yet. And what would be your message to college coaches across the country?
Well, you know, the good news is only take one. And if the right person recruits him and he goes there and be successful, I wouldn't be shocked if Tydeon is a finalist for Mr. Football in the state. I've been saying it for years that he is one of the best players in the state. Unofficially, I saw where he was 29 carries for 269. And I'm pretty sure it would take you years to go back to see the last time somebody rushed for 200 yards versus Chester. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell college coaches, and I'm be honest with you, I ain't trying to tell them that, because the right one is going to find them, and they're going to come, and he's going to be happy.
No doubt, Coach. And what did you think about Greer's touchdown midway through the fourth, that 49-yard? I was looking away for a second, and he was already gone.
Well, let me tell you, if you blink, you might miss it. You know what I'm saying? That's how fast he is. And people don't realize how strong he is, you know. But that run right there, which sealed the game, he was in the hole, and next thing you know, he stepped out. You thought he was tackled there, but he broke a tackle and ended up cutting it cross field. And next thing you know, he was in the box. So, I mean, just a great play from Tydeon Greer. And, he's just a great player. I don't know what else to say about that, Lee.
No doubt, Coach. Any final thoughts on the big win tonight?
Well, hats off to the defense. I thought our defense
Yes.
played lights out tonight. Coach Boyd and his staff put together a good game plan, and our kids executed. Our kids wanted to win today. Our message for the week was to want it more than they wanted, and I think our kids really came out and wanted it a little more than they did tonight.
And you know, the offense has had its moments this season, but maybe me and you both agree that defense has been the real clutch thing. And what's your overall thoughts on just the defense and just always making the right play, the right interception, the right goal line stop, bend, not break? Well, what do you think about that defense this year overall?
If it's Pop Warner, middle school, high school, college, or pro, you got to be good on defense to win. The team that win the Super Bowl 9 out of 10 times, the team that win the national championship 9 out of 10 times are good and on defense. You know, so offense sell tickets, but defense win games.
No doubt, Coach. And what was the message to the team this week during practice, and then after the message during the week? What'd you tell them after the game?
Everything that we talked and preached about all week came to light. You know, when we had a plan, we executed the plan. And normally when you have a plan and you execute it, you got a chance to be successful.
No doubt, Coach. Thank you again for your time.
Not a problem. All right, man.
Yes, sir.